Number 1 on our list is Balatro, a poker-themed deck-building roguelike that has taken the gaming community by storm with its addictive gameplay loop. This game transforms traditional poker into a strategic roguelike experience where you build powerful synergies through joker cards and various modifiers. Each run presents unique opportunities to create devastating card combinations that multiply your scores exponentially. The game features clean visual design with satisfying animations that make every successful hand feel rewarding. Players must carefully manage their deck composition while adapting to different stake levels and boss blinds that challenge your strategies. The progression system unlocks new jokers, decks, and challenges that keep the gameplay fresh across hundreds of hours. Balatro excels at creating those one more run moments where you constantly want to experiment with different builds and discover new synergies that break the game in exciting ways. Number 2 brings us Hades 2, the highly anticipated sequel that expands on everything that made the original a masterpiece while introducing fresh mechanics and a new protagonist. You play as Melino, sister of Zagreus, fighting through Greek mythology with refined combat that feels even more fluid and responsive than before. The game introduces new weapon types, boons from different gods, and environmental interactions that add strategic depth to every encounter. Supergiant Games has maintained their signature art style and voice acting quality while expanding the narrative scope significantly. The roguelike structure benefits from improved progression systems that make each death feel meaningful as you unlock permanent upgrades and deepen relationships with various characters. Boss encounters are more varied and challenging, requiring players to master dodge mechanics and ability timing. Early access content already offers dozens of hours of gameplay, with more updates planned, making it an essential experience for roguelike fans. Number 3 features Slay the Spire, the deck-building roguelike that essentially defined the genre and remains incredibly popular years after release. This game perfectly balances strategic depth with accessibility, offering 3 distinct characters, each with unique card pools and playstyles. Every run involves climbing a procedurally generated spire while building your deck through careful card selection and relic acquisition. The combat system is turn-based, allowing players to carefully plan their moves and consider synergies between cards. Success requires understanding when to add powerful cards versus keeping your deck lean and consistent. The game features multiple ascension levels that dramatically increase difficulty while introducing new modifiers and challenges. Daily climbs and custom runs provide endless replayability alongside the base game. Slay the Spire has influenced countless other games in the genre and continues to be the gold standard for deck-building roguelikes with its perfectly tuned gameplay balance. Number 4 showcases Dead Cells, a roguelike action platformer that combines tight combat mechanics with meaningful progression systems and gorgeous pixel art visuals. The game puts you in control of a reanimated corpse, exploring a sprawling, interconnected castle filled with dangerous enemies and powerful bosses. Combat emphasizes quick reflexes and weapon variety, with dozens of weapons and skills that completely change your playstyle each run. The game features a branching path system where players choose their route through different biomes, each offering unique challenges and rewards. Permanent upgrades unlock new abilities and paths while maintaining the roguelike challenge through increasingly difficult boss cells that modify enemy behaviors and stats. The movement system feels incredibly smooth, with responsive controls that make platforming and combat flow together seamlessly. Dead Cells receives regular content updates that add new weapons, biomes, and bosses, ensuring the experience stays fresh for veteran players. Number 5 presents The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, a dark twin-stick shooter roguelike with disturbing themes and an absolutely massive amount of content that provides virtually endless replayability. The game features hundreds of items that combine in unexpected ways, creating wildly different runs where you might become overpowered or struggle through challenging encounters. Each floor is randomly generated with various room layouts, enemy types, and boss encounters that keep every playthrough feeling unique. The gameplay loop involves clearing rooms, collecting items, and making strategic choices about which path to take through the basement and beyond. Multiple playable characters offer different starting stats and abilities that fundamentally change optimal strategies. The item synergy system is incredibly deep, with certain combinations creating completely broken builds that feel satisfying to discover. Rebirth includes all expansion content with hundreds of unlockables, challenges, and secrets that take hundreds of hours to fully complete, making it one of the most content-rich roguelikes available. Number 6 delivers Risk of Rain 2, a third-person shooter roguelike that translates the original game into 3 dimensions while maintaining the frantic combat and exponential difficulty scaling. The game supports solo play and multiplayer co-op with up to 4 players fighting through procedurally generated stages filled with increasingly dangerous enemies. The core loop involves killing enemies to earn gold, spending that gold on randomly placed chests and shops, then racing against a constantly increasing difficulty timer. Character roster includes diverse survivors with completely different abilities and playstyles, from melee brawlers to long-range snipers and support classes. Item stacking creates exponentially powerful builds where you transform from weak survivor to godlike destroyer over the course of a run. The game features excellent boss design with challenging patterns and multiple phases that test player skill and build effectiveness. Environmental variety across different planets and weather conditions keeps the visual experience engaging throughout extended play sessions. Number 7 introduces Enter the Gungeon, a bullet hell roguelike that combines intense dodge rolling action with creative gun designs and dungeon exploration. The game features hundreds of unique weapons ranging from realistic firearms to absurd guns that shoot bees or turn enemies into chickens. Each floor presents procedurally generated room layouts filled with bullet patterns that require precise movement and timing to survive. The core gameplay loop revolves around clearing rooms, collecting keys and currency, then making strategic decisions about which rewards to pursue. Multiple playable characters provide different starting loadouts and passive abilities that influence optimal strategies. Boss fights are expertly designed with escalating patterns that feel fair while remaining challenging throughout multiple playthroughs. The game includes extensive unlockables through NPC quests and achievement completion, steadily expanding the item pool and adding new mechanics. Enter the Gungeon rewards practice and pattern recognition while maintaining accessibility through forgiving difficulty options and co-op multiplayer support. Number 8 highlights Vampire Survivors, the minimalist roguelike that became a phenomenon through its addictive auto-attack gameplay and exponential power progression. The game strips roguelike mechanics down to essential elements, where your character. Number 8 highlights Vampire Survivors, the minimalist roguelike that became a phenomenon through its addictive auto-attack gameplay and exponential power progression. The game strips roguelike mechanics down to essential elements, where your character automatically attacks nearby enemies while you focus entirely on positioning and build optimization. Runs last exactly 30 minutes as you fight against endless waves of monsters that grow increasingly numerous and dangerous. The leveling system presents choices between different weapons and passive upgrades that synergize in powerful ways when combined correctly. Stage variety includes different enemy compositions and environmental hazards that require adapting your strategy and character selection. The game features an extensive roster of playable characters, each with unique starting weapons and stat distributions that favor different playstyles. Despite simple graphics and mechanics, Vampire Survivors creates incredibly satisfying gameplay through its progression systems and the dopamine rush of watching thousands of enemies explode simultaneously. Number 9 presents Rogue Legacy 2, a roguelike platformer that improves on its predecessor with refined combat, expanded progression systems, and beautiful hand-drawn art. The game introduces a unique generational system, where each death produces a new heir with randomized traits and classes that affect gameplay in significant ways. The castle layout changes with every run, offering fresh platforming challenges and enemy placements that prevent memorization. Combat feels responsive and skill-based, with various classes providing completely different movesets and abilities to master. The permanent upgrade system allows gradual stat increases and ability unlocks that make future runs more manageable without eliminating challenge. Boss encounters require learning attack patterns and exploit windows while adapting to their different phases. The trait system adds personality and mechanical variety, with both beneficial and detrimental effects that force players to adapt their strategies each generation. Number 10 features Loop Hero, a unique roguelike that combines card placement, auto-battler combat, and resource management into a distinctive gameplay experience. The game has your hero automatically walking in circles through a procedurally generated loop while you place terrain cards that spawn enemies and resources. Strategic card placement creates powerful synergies and combos that dramatically increase rewards while managing the risk of overwhelming your hero. The meta progression involves building a campsite that unlocks new cards, classes, and upgrades between expedition attempts. Combat happens automatically based on your equipment and stats, shifting focus to preparation and route optimization rather than action gameplay. The dark pixel art aesthetic and mysterious narrative about rebuilding a destroyed world create an engaging atmosphere. Each of the 3 character classes plays fundamentally differently, with unique card sets and mechanics that require distinct strategies to master effectively. Number 11 showcases Darkest Dungeon, a gothic roguelike RPG that emphasizes psychological horror and the mental toll of dungeon exploration on your party members. The game features turn-based combat, with a position-based system where character placement determines which abilities they can use effectively. Managing stress levels becomes as important as health, with characters developing afflictions or virtues that dramatically alter their behavior in combat. The recruitment and permadeath systems create genuine emotional investment as you watch carefully trained heroes succumb to madness or fatal wounds. Each dungeon expedition requires careful resource management of torches, food, and supplies while balancing risk versus reward exploration. The art style uses hand-drawn characters and narration from a cynical ancestor that enhances the oppressive atmosphere. Town management between expeditions involves upgrading facilities and treating hero ailments while maintaining a sustainable economy for future expeditions. Number 12 completes our list with FTL Faster Than Light, a spaceship management roguelike that combines real-time combat with strategic decision-making and resource allocation. The game puts you in command of a Federation starship fleeing through rebel-controlled space while managing crew members, systems, and limited resources. Each star system presents random encounters that might involve combat, trading, or narrative events with multiple-choice outcomes. Ship combat happens in real time with pause functionality, allowing you to target specific enemy systems while managing power distribution across your own ship. The variety of unlockable ships and layouts provides drastically different playstyles, from stealth-focused vessels to heavy combat cruisers. Crew management adds depth as you train specialists and respond to fires, hull breaches, and boarding parties. Random events create emergent narratives where difficult choices lead to cascading consequences throughout your run, making each journey through space feel unique and memorable.